progression, mixing the same pattern but with different colors. So one color being G major, then the next being G diminished, and then the other one being either B flat major or B flat diminished, which is also the same as G diminished. They share the same notes. Hey, what's up, Ben? What's happening? So here's the pattern. So I want to go up here and scroll up here. So there's actually two parts to this pattern because each part only accesses only 4 of the notes out of the scale. So that's why it has 2 parts. So here's the first part. So yeah, it sounds pretty funky over D7. And I'm talking trumpet pitch. But that's the goal. I'm trying to find other ways to bring harmonic tension into my playing. So what's up? We got Diego, a guitar player here, but ready to absorb something. Cheers. Yeah, it's just gonna be me trying to figure out some sounds here. So welcome everybody that's here. Welcome, welcome. So this is the chord that I'm playing over is a D7 chord, concert C7, and I'm playing G diminished over it. So I've already practiced part 1. Now, what I haven't practiced yet is intensely. I haven't practiced part 2, where it kind of cycles through the colors in blue. The 2, the 4, and the 7. So here's the pattern here, right up above where you see the blue and the yellow. So let me play that. Let me play that pattern. And what's actually really cool about this, I just discovered, I haven't really dove deep into diminished sounds, but I was watching, I think Saxologic. He had a video about diminished major 7, and I had never heard of that before him talking about that in his video. And so I found out I actually there's actually a diminished major 7 in this part 2 pattern. I was like, oh, that's really cool. I finally came up against that pattern and realized that's what he was talking about. So here's the pattern, part 2. So it starts on the sharp 5 or the flat 6, however you want to see it. Here, let me put my iPad on a stand. There we go. So here's how that sounds over a D7 concert C7 chord. sounds pretty cool. We got Robbie 098 says, who do you think is the best, Louis Prima or Louis Armstrong? Honestly, I don't know who Louis Prima is, but I don't really think of anyone being the best. We all have our own thing. But you know, Louis Armstrong is the king. But that's what I think. What's up, Old World Morrow? Hello. All right, so let me do part 2 again, just to get that sound in my ear. Pesky second valve is getting stuck. What's up, Ben? He says, Aaron, are you hip to Tim Hagen's Daytonality? I've been meaning to watch one of his masterclass one of his masterclass videos. Actually, no, I know there's an event coming up August 22nd, I believe. And can you tell me a little bit more about it? That sounds pretty cool. What's up, little LinkedIn09? Yeah, tell me a little bit about what is Daytonality. I might be going to that masterclass on the 22nd. I would like to. Just gotta oil my valves. Second valve is always sticky. I gotta wash my horn. It's been a minute. But the goal of tonight is to be able to mix. Is to be able to mix a couple sounds together, the major sound and the diminished sound, over 251s. And if you notice these first 4 bars, it's the first 4 bars of Joy Spring. That's why I have this C7 backing track, or C7 concert C7 backing track in the background. Ben Dixon says, I don't know anything about it. I just know he's one of the best at going in and out. Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to figure out ways to go in and go out and make it natural, make it a part of my playing, and make it, something I intend and something I can hear. So that's why I'm kind of drilling these patterns, trying to go in and out, just swerve on one pattern. So what I'm going to do, the plan is, you see these numbers in yellow, right? So these numbers in yellow indicate the scale degrees of G major. And so that's just going to be my starting note. and then that starting note is going to lead me into the next sound. I don't know what sound, but that's why that's the that's going to be the experiment for today. I'm going to see um, where the G major sound leads me to within the G diminished pattern. All right, so my valves are oiled. Hopefully they don't give me too much trouble. If you're here, say what up, say hello. It's nice to see people in the stream tonight. All right, so let me change up the backing track. All right, this is going to be the first 4 bars of Joy Spring at 90 BPM. Actually, let me just do the first 2 bars and just mess around with going from G major to G diminished. So I'm going to play G major within the G major chord, and then I'm going to play a pattern within the G diminished sound within the 2-5, so that A minor 7 to the D7. First, I got to see where it lands. So I'm gonna aim for that B flat, because that B flat is in that G diminished, and then I'm gonna play the pattern within G diminished, starting on B flat. Nice, that actually sounds pretty good. Sounds pretty good. Is that right? Day. Actually, no. I actually played a major 7. Either way, it sounds pretty cool. Either way, if I play a G sharp or a G natural. So let me play it all together. Starting on G major, starting on the 1. My iPad went away. Technology, folks. There we go. We back. All right. So let me play the entire pattern, starting in G major. Yeah, that sounds pretty cool. Nice. Let me write that down. So what up? If you're just joining, I'm just doing a little practice session of experimenting with different sounds. So instead of playing, a traditional minor 2-5-1, like or just playing D7 over that 251, I'm gonna be playing G diminished. And that gives me some altered sounds, which is cool without kind of playing, or my thinking is G diminished rather than thinking an altered scale. Hopefully that makes sense. If that makes sense to you, put a number 1 in the chat. So I'm just writing it out here so I don't forget. And then it also helps me learn. Writing things down helps me learn a little bit faster. We have that B flat here. I think all I had time for is just going over these first 2 bars, the G major 7 and the 251 going to G major. And then so I won't be going over the G major going into the 2-5 into B flat. So if you're here, say what up. It's good to see you. Let's see. Beta. Squeeze in that note right there. Terrible handwriting, but it's okay. I'm pretty much going to be the only person looking at this. Not the best notation, but whatever. I'm just trying to get some muscle memory into playing different sounds. So just in case I hit a quote unquote wrong note, I know how to get myself out of it. So here we go. So here's the G major going to the 251. Let me just erase this. That's okay. That's starting on the 1. Starting on the 1. Let's try it a bit faster. Let's see how it sounds a bit faster. So at tempo, maybe. Say 180. Nice, it sounds pretty good. That sounds pretty good. Bebo Bebop says, amazing music skills. Thanks for sharing and contributing to something so beautiful, brother. I appreciate your music and spirit to share your passion. Keep it up. Thank you, man. He says that sounds fire. Sheesh. Sheesh. Old World says, sounds killer in both tempos. Yeah, I like him in both tempos for sure. This kind of slower tempo and then like an up tempo. Yeah, it's nice. Let me do a few more. Let's see where it takes me. So I'm going to start on the 7 of G major. We're doing the same pattern, but we're starting on the 7. Let's take it back to what I have it at 90. Got it at 90 BPM. First two measures of Joy Spring. We're going to replace the 2/5 of G with just G diminished, giving us a nice little tasty, altered sounds. Okay, so same pattern, but starting on the 7, so F sharp. Hey, it still leads me to that B flat. Um, let's actually do it on the 2. So, well, let's see how it sounds leading to the B flat, and then we'll start it leading to the A. All right, let's see how it sounds fast. Nice. Yeah. I actually need to work on faster tempos, but that sounds pretty cool. Again, it's pretty much the same pattern, but I'm starting on a different note. But let's lead into the instead of B flat, let's lead into A. So I got to remind myself of A. So we're going to utilize some diminished major 7 sounds here. Yeah. However, I got to be careful of that C landing on that C. I gotta resolve it because it's the 4th. It's gonna be rubbing up against that 3rd. But that's no problem. That's cool. Actually, we can do this. Yeah. That's cool. Yeah, there we go. That helps. All right, so let's do it at 90. Okay, okay, kind of getting somewhere. That sounds pretty cool. All right, let's just speed it up a bit because I'm kind of struggling with this one. So about do 145. Okay, 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 okay. That sounds pretty good. I like all of them so far. I like them all. What's up, Andre? Rocking from Brazil. Thank you so much. All right, so let's write this out. And let's write that out. I actually like start aiming for the two of the diminished and then playing my way out of hitting that four, you know? So that's pretty cool. So I'm doing this just so I can get some muscle memory, get it in my fingers, get it in my ear. And this is for me, I think this is doing his job. So it's good. Dude, yeah, let me get up out of here after I write this down so I can finish putting up some wallpaper in the kitchen. My wife is redecorating pretty much our place, trying to make it all hospitality esque with the with some hotel vibes. I'm not mad at that. It's very relaxing and chill and zen. So we're putting up some wallpaper. We got a new table. So I've been sleeping pretty good lately with all the new changes, which is good. Okay, is that right? Let's see. That's right. And now I'm going to play the diminished sound, starting from the 2, and that's going to utilize the diminished major 7. And so I'll show you where that diminished major 7 is kind of like it's tucked away in this pattern, which is cool. So you see this G right here? That's where that arpeggio is. So we got the G, the B flat, the the D flat, and then we have a F sharp here. So we have a diminished triad with a major 7. That sounds pretty cool. I've never actually played that sound ever in my life, nor have I ever heard it being a thing in my life until I watched a video by Saxologic. I think his name is Nathaniel, right? Yeah. So I was watching one of his videos and he mentioned it, and I didn't even know that was a thing. So that was cool. And then I kind of tripped up on this sound trying to do some diminished patterns, and I found it. B flat, D flat, and then we're back to G. Gotta squeeze it in here. There we go. Ugh. 1, 2, 3, and then put like a little rest in there right there. Terrible writing, but whatever. All right. So far we started on the 1 in G major, then we started on the 1 led us to the B flat of this diminished sound. And then lastly, we started on the 7 of G major, and it led us to either 2 spaces. We could have went here to the B flat, or we can drop down to this 2. I kind of like this 2 better. I like landing on that 2. Because then that gives us, we're playing a major 7 over that, major 3rd over that chord. People said that's a no-no. But to me, it sounds pretty good. All right, so let's play it one more time, then I'll be out of here. Put the backing track on. Let's do it at 120. Let's play it a few times just to get it in my ear, get it in my fingers. me do it one more time. That's fun. Nice, nice, nice. All right, so those two sounds. So I'm using G major. So the same patterns for both sounds, for both colors, for G major and then for G diminished. I'm going from G major. I'm going into G diminished. The notes in G diminished. So I think that's called a auxiliary diminished, to where you turn the tonic chord into diminished, or into a diminished chord. So auxiliary diminished, they share the same root note. I believe that's what that is. Cool. And I just kind of recently not discovered, but learned about, how to use diminished and how to kind of play over diminished, I guess chromatic diminished chord changes. So say if you have like a walk up, you have like A minor going to B flat diminished, going to B minor, going to I guess C major, and then going to, or it might go the opposite way. It might go from B minor to B flat diminished to A minor. So I'm learning how to play over those diminished chord patterns, or those chord progressions. And so I thought it would be a cool way to take what I'm already playing and doing and adapt it for diminished, because I never really practiced the diminished scale ever, really. So this is kind of like my first time shedding this type of sound, and it's really cool. So